Hello everyone, Paul Roberts here from Early Talent Consulting, live from my bedroom in true YouTuber vlogger style. I posted a video on social media a few weeks ago which seemed to go down quite well with people, apart from my family commenting on how the camera's a bit unforgiving on the chins, but I'll try and let that one slide a bit. And I wanted to use video to convey some thoughts about the apprenticeship market at the moment and see if I can use this for good, and use it to further some comments, maybe in the future, not in the bedroom with my pal Stitch here, but a bit more professionally as well. And I wanted to start by talking about some information which was published in the last week, which says that now we're a year into the apprenticeship levy being enforced. We're not quite a year into the funding yet. £1.39 billion has been paid into that levy, and a massive £108 million has been spent by those organisations of that funding that's available, which means that 92% of the funding is sat there unused, underutilised, not developing anyone, not helping any businesses grow, and I think that's a real shame. And in 12 months' time, businesses will start to lose some of that funding, and at that point we'll be up to close to £3 billion of investment in the apprenticeship levy, and at the current rate, less than £250 million will have been spent. So I think we need to do something to help this move forwards. Now, I know there are lots of reasons why businesses aren't engaging with the apprenticeship levy and utilising the funds that's available. I talk to people every day in this marketplace. I know there are some very real challenges for people. But I was asked last week by a client, do you see this changing, Paul? What's going to happen with the apprenticeship levy in the next 12 months? And I honestly think that, and I hope, that businesses will wake up to using the funding, both from a societal perspective, a benefits perspective, looking at how they develop people within their businesses, coming into their businesses and helping them to grow. And, the financial aspects, I think, will take their toll as well. If I was a finance director in an organisation and I was paying out all of this money, I'd be asking some questions about why we're not utilising it and why we're not using it to benefit the business moving forwards. If I was a HR director in a business and I had a pot of money at my disposal, I know how hard it is to try and get budget for HR projects in the corporate world. It's almost sacrilege, really, that you'd have a pot of money and you wouldn't use it if you're responsible for learning and development. So it's something that can be used on existing employees as well as new employees coming in. So there are lots of opportunities of how you might be able to spend that as well. And ultimately, I think shareholders are going to wake up to this as well. Shareholders are going to start asking questions of businesses and their leadership and saying, we're paying out this money, why aren't we using it to grow our business, to grow our returns, to grow the capability of our people? And I think leaders need to be aware of that. They need to have answers to those questions and to have explored the apprenticeship market fully before they're rejecting that as a way forwards. So, as I said, I'm going to commit to trying to change that, and I'm going to try and do that by sharing my knowledge and experience of over 10 years of graduate and apprenticeship recruitment and development, and get the points that I can across through these video logs. I promise they won't all be in my bedroom, and they won't all feature my pal Stitch here. But trying to get a very serious message across about, all sorts of things around setting the strategy, engagement with schools, the milestones that you need to look out for, the bumps in the road in terms of developing apprentices within your business. I'd really like your input. I'd like you to share, to get more attention to these things, to comment. Please let me know what things are impacting your business that won't allow them to take apprenticeship forwards, or maybe some of the successes. Would you like to be part of this? Maybe we can get my chins off of this camera and have some good-looking people behind it sharing their experience and case studies about what's worked for them in the apprenticeship market. So ask your questions. Is there a subject within this space that you want answers to? If I can't answer them, I'll get my network involved, and I'm sure we can find out some answers, get some healthy debate, and see if we can't improve the number of organisations that are using the apprenticeship levy for good, developing human capital within their organisations, growing UK PLC to be a really productive environment. So we will be back, but for now, from me and from Stitch, ta-ta for now.